Hey everyone, I'm Ryan, you're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and in this video I'm going to do some more mods to my Squire Super Sonic here. If you've been watching the drama unfold with this guitar, it needed help right out of the box. Super duper tuning and stable. I helped that by swapping out the strings. I put heavier strings on here. I also cranked down the bridge and put 2 more springs on it. It's a 5-spring bridge now, meaning it's hard locked to the body. I'm not going to use the wheel stick at all on this guitar. That's not what it wants to be. It wants to be a 90s high gain power chord grunge punk machine. And so that's how I'm going to treat it. I also swapped out the string trees just because I had Graphtec Tusk string trees laying around. I have no idea if those helped at all, but it is more tuning stable now. That is for sure. I can actually play this guitar. I also have done a little bit of intonation work on it since the last time I checked in with this guitar. It needed a little bit of help with the low E and the A string. So next up, what am I going to do? Well, there's a giant glaring issue with this guitar that I think a lot of people are going to need to address when they get one. And I think if you're curious about these, if you've been wanting a Supersonic your whole life, yeah, get one. I'm not trying to dissuade anyone. I think it is a fun guitar at its core. It just needs a little bit of help. At least mine did. But I will say, the switch sucks. This switch really super duper sucks. When I got it out of the box, it was squeaky. Loud squeaky. I've never heard a switch so squeaky. So I ended up lubricating it with some Deoxit. I know I said it wrong in the last video. Deoxit. And that got rid of the squeak, but it doesn't catch very easily on the bridge position anymore. I really have to ask it, and if I tap it at all, it's gone. It'll go to the middle, it'll go to the neck, but the bridge position is no bueno. So I'm gonna do a switch swap on this. A switch swap? Ooh. Kill the amps. By the way, I was playing through this Catalan bread pedal. The Gygus? I haven't figured out how to say it yet, but I'm going to be demoing this in an upcoming video. I want to talk about the switch I'm going to put in here. So when I figured out that I needed to swap the switch, I did a little searching around on Amazon, and I found something that I've been looking for years. Literally forever. Literally, not figuratively, forever. Infinite years I've been looking for this thing. I've even asked guitar builders and other people in the industry that I know, like, where do I find this switch? I've got this switch that comes stock on my 90s Duosonic reissue. It's this cute little stubby little thing, and it's just stood the test of time. I've imparted so much abuse on this guitar over the years. This used to be my main gigging guitar for my punk band. Years and years of hard abuse on this guitar, and the switch still is hanging in there. It's rock solid, nice, satisfying click, and it's this short, stubby little metal switch that I just adore. The new Duosonics don't have that switch. No other guitar I've ever encountered has that switch, and I think I found it. The Dobro Genuine Parts Sailcom Guitar DP DT on Fat Bat toggle switch. Made in Taiwan. I think this is it. Visually, it looks exactly the same. Even the little nut and washer look exactly the same to me. On, it says on the side there. And I think this is what it looked like when I had the Duosonic open last. So I'm going to swap it into here. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the switch, guys. This is a big deal for me. Also, what else was I going to do? Oh, I've got some push-pull pots here that I also ordered off of Amazon. And I'm going to do a coil cut job on the humbuckers. I've never personally done my own circuit work with push-pulls. So this could go sideways. Who knows if I'll be able to pull this off. Should be reversible if I get in too much trouble though. So buckle up, I'm gonna start unscrewing stuff and then start soldering and unsoldering and having all kinds of fun. I did, by the way, hit up Sean Arbo at Gun Street Wiring Shop, and I told him, hey, I've got this supersonic. Why don't you go ahead, without any input from me, dream up like a wild wiring harness for this. And then when it's ready, send it to me. And when I've got time, I'll install it. And we'll see what kind of craziness you cooked up. So eventually that'll be here, and I'll end up swapping out most of this anyways. But I wanted to do a little bit of experimenting on my own. Here's a question. Do I need to take the strings off? I think I do. I'm hoping I can get away with just taking off the low strings and sliding the pick guard out. The pickup screws are just too long and it's getting hung up on the body cavity. I've got to have the strings off to do this. A little bit of a bummer. It's going to be extra work to get it all put back together, but that's life. I knew what I was in for. Also, the leads are pretty short on this. I need to take this off anyway, so might as well go for it. Grant Wilson from Big Ear Pedals sent me these rocket sockets. I finally get a chance to try them out. It's just convenient. I like that better already. But can I wire it? That's the million-dollar question. I'm going to see if I can peek inside the Duosonic to get an idea of how it wires the switch. It really does look like the same exact switch. The Duosonic switch doesn't have a ground connection. It's just the two pickups in the lead. That is interesting. I'm going to turn on Gary and grab my soldering iron. I have no idea what Squire was thinking with this ridiculous, inferior, squeaky switch. How did that make it past quality control? I have no idea. I did it! I even got the direction of the switch right. I think that's my quickest success on switch wiring ever in the history of me doing this stuff. I decided to cut the whole wiring harness loose. It's just the ground connection that was holding it in place, just so I have more room to work around with the push-pull here. These rocket sockets are awesome. Thanks, Grant. $500K pot, stock in the Supersonic, as it should be. before I button it all up, let's make sure it actually works first. All right, let's see if that coil cut works. I hear a hum. I did it, guys. I'm as surprised as anyone. I really did it. I'm stoked. Yeah, everything seems to work. All right, time to put it back together. There's only one solder left, and that is the final ground here. Always feels good when I get to finally turn off the soldering iron and know that I'm done with the hot, dangerous stuff. That all fits. It's funny to think I'll be doing this all again when I get that wiring harness from Sean over at Gun Street. I really wonder what he's cooking up. I told him to go crazy, but to show off. So we'll see what he comes up with. Now here's a big question. Do I put the original knobs back on? I mean, the new switch tip doesn't have a black tip on it the way the original did. Or do I go chromey, which is kind of attractive? Or do I get really crazy and put these leftover Jazzmaster switches on there? The Jazzmaster switch looks good, but it's a little bit too big, I think. Maybe I'll just go original. Yeah, the original fits on there real nice. Easy enough to grab too. Now the real question. Can I restring it? I've often praised split top tuners for their ability to retake the ends of their strings after you remove them. Will I be made a fool of? So far, so good. I'm worried about the high strings. This reminds me of that Disney movie, The Lady with the Long Hair. The high E is giving me a little grief. I think once I get it tight, it'll be just fine. Yes. Everything works. I can't believe it. Let's tune up. Ooh, I like that already. Let's get surfy. to say right off the bat, I'm having much better feelings about this guitar now that I've got some more versatility built into it. And this switch, yes, this is the switch. It's the exact same switch from my Duosonic. I'm so happy about that. I'm unbelievably happy about this dumb little, probably $8 switch or whatever. I might have to go back on Amazon and buy a stack of these, just so I have them for future projects and other guitars that I want them on. It's just super low profile. It has like some physical give to it, like you can push it and it spins. It feels really substantial, nice hard click on there, but not too hard. The one on the Duosonic has withstood countless years of abuse. Yeah, I'm stoked. All right, let's call this the super duper mod to the Super Sonic. Maybe when I get the Gun Street wiring shop secret harness that Sean's working on, that'll be the superior duper mod. I don't know. Maybe it'll be the Super Sonic and Knuckles mod. There's someone out there who put an and Knuckles graphic on their Super Sonic, and I'm a huge fan of that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude and nasty comments. If you want to buy one of these switches, might as well use my link down below. I'll have a link for it. I'll have a link for the pots that I use as well, the push bowls. Whoa, I'm spilling stuff. I'm gonna have to pick that up. And you know what? Stick around. Bye, everybody.